Our top focus this morning, a Delta plane has made emergency landing at Los Angeles International Airport after the Boeing 787 catches fire mid-air. A Delta Airlines flight bound for Atlanta was forced to make an emergency landing at Los Angeles International Airport after its left engine reportedly caught fire shortly after takeoff. The fire had just, the flight there had just departed Los Angeles International Airport when the crew detected indications of an engine fire. Flames were seen coming from the aircraft's left engine mid-air, as captured in ground video footage. Footage of flight DL446 shows flames coming from aircraft's left engine while in the air. There were thankfully no reported injuries. The Federal Aviation Administration has now launched an investigation to determine the cause of fire. Big scare there in the skies. A Delta Airlines Boeing 767 caught fire shortly after takeoff from Los Angeles. The pilots acted swiftly, making an emergency landing back at the Los Angeles airport. No injuries reported, but of course this incident once again brings flight safety into sharp focus. Just what exactly went wrong mid-air? Are aircraft engines becoming increasingly vulnerable? In fact, this is the big news that we're tracking for all our viewers. Delta Airlines flight bound for Atlanta had to make an emergency landing back to Los Angeles Airport after an engine reportedly after the engine caught fire shortly after takeoff. In the video, flight DL446, operated by a Boeing 767-400, can be seen mid-flight with flames coming from the aircraft's left engine. For all those who have just joined us and wondering what exactly has happened here, a mid-scare aboard a Delta Airlines Boeing 767-400. Flames seen shooting off the aircraft's left engine shortly after takeoff from Los Angeles. Thankfully, no injuries have been reported. The pilots made an emergency landing and fire crew acted swiftly to douse the flames on the runway. The FAA has now launched an investigation into what triggered the engine fire. Big questions they're being raised over safety checks and engine reliability. Delta plane there has made emergency landing at Los Angeles International Airport after the Boeing 767 caught fire mid-air. Let me, in fact, quickly go across to Sanat Kaul, aviation expert. He joins me over the phone line with more details on the same. Mr. Kaul, a big mid-air scare is what we're witnessing. A Delta Airlines Boeing 767 caught fire shortly after takeoff from Los Angeles and had to make an emergency landing at the Los Angeles airport. Thankfully, a major tragedy was averted. But, sir, it does raise serious concerns about flight safety, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Well, basically, there are two issues involved. One is that the company, the aircraft belonged to Boeing, and we don't know the engine manufacturer. So with both these, Boeing company is already under a lot of investigation, and the U.S. Congress itself has investigated. U.S. I think Senate has investigated the what's gone wrong with the Boeing. Boeing has consistently failed in giving safety provisions, instructions, training. It has also not followed its own safety norms. And under the Federal Aviation Authority, a lot of delegated powers were given to Boeing company, which was very wrong. And these are all issues of great concern because there are only two major companies supplying passenger commercial aircraft, which is Boeing and Airbus. They are not having much of an issue with Airbus, but Boeing, yes, certainly plenty of them. So this is the present position which I can say. Thank you. I don't know much about this particular case, and we don't know what engines were on the aircraft. Engine manufacturer will also be involved in this. Thank you.
Right, sir, very quickly before I let you go. All right, I have a very, let me just ask you this. How common are engine-related emergencies like this, especially shortly after takeoff?
They are not common. They are rare. Very, very rare.
So how serious is the pattern that we are getting to witness with Boeing aircraft?
But as I said, that there have been too many cases relating to Boeing aircraft. And of course, the recent Dreamliner aircraft at Ahmedabad crashed and everybody died is that example. But this is not the first time that it happened. There are so many cases regarding Boeing, and Boeing is being investigated by the U.S. Congress. So these are important issues which need to be considered.
All right.
Boeing, yeah.
All right, so let me ask you this, should the passengers be more cautious when flying Boeing aircraft?
Well, it's very difficult because, how much caution can you take when there are only two types of aircraft available in most fleets? Of course, some companies only buying, Airbus or Boeing, so people can take a view. But I will not say that is much of a choice for passengers. Right?